Hi everybody, how you doing today? Welcome back to Bobby D's BBQ Sensations. I know it's been a while since my last video. The month of July was quite hectic for me. I had a lot of weddings and the weather wasn't really that great. But I'm back again to show you my next recipe, which is my kebabs. Now, you might see this a lot when you go to weddings or when you go to parties, and it looks like a complicated recipe, but it's really not. It's actually one of the most simplest things you can make on the barbecue, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. Starting with our fresh ingredients, we're going to start things off with 1 jalapeno pepper, 1.5 inches of ginger, 2 to 3 garlic cloves, 4 to 5 large scallions, and we have some coriander as well. Save the coriander till the end. What we're going to do is, like any other recipe, I'm going to put them all in a blender. Now you might have seen this being made by actually having the vegetables being chopped. However, I like to put them in the blender. The reason why is because when we make, I like to puree the meat. I like to puree the actual vegetables because it actually distributes better when you're actually mixing with the chicken. So that's what I'm going to do today. So we're going to get things started by putting everything inside the blender. Like I said, you don't have to be too thorough when dicing and oops, I guess we lost one of them. We don't have to be too thorough when dicing your vegetables, because afterwards you're just gonna put them in the blender anyway. Just have to make sure, like, it doesn't get stuck in the blender. Put everything except for the coriander inside the blender. Now going forward, what I'm going to do, just to give it a little more, just to thin it out a little more, I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of olive oil, just like so. And a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Squeeze that out, squeeze it out. There we go. One thing that I've discovered that goes really well when you're making kebabs is Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. I always have a hard time pronouncing that. But what I like to do is I like to put about 2 tablespoons or so of this. It actually goes excellent with kebabs. And there we go. So we're just going to give this guy a quick blend. Okay, so now it's all nicely pureed. We have like a lovely green color to that. What we're going to do now, we're going to add the second phase of ingredients to it as well. We're going to need some garam masala, some turmeric, just a little bit of chili powder, black pepper, and table salt as well. And also, can't forget the ground cumin. Now we're going to put a tablespoon each of each one of these ingredients. So start things off with the cumin. Garam masala. This is probably the most important thing when making kebabs. Tablespoon of turmeric. Gotta get that open there. Put in a 1/2 tablespoon of chili powder. You don't want it getting too spicy. So 1/2 tablespoon there. Give a little more color and a little more kick to it. Black pepper. Tablespoon of that. Can't go wrong with black pepper. And last but not least, our salt. So we're going to give this one more blend. And then okay, now we've blended all the ingredients together. Now we have a smells really good. We have a lovely base. We're gonna mix all this with the meat, with the ground chicken that we have here. We're gonna use our hands. So just want to get down and dirty with that.
The cooking network.
Oh, thanks, man. Just pour that over top of your ground meat. You just make sure you mix it in properly. Just use your own judgment of how much you want to mix it for. I just like to make sure that every single ingredient, whenever the actual base is just blended well within the chicken or whatever ground meat that you have. Hey guys, how you doing? Sorry about earlier. We actually got rained out right when I was mixing this. We actually had rain pouring on us. So now we're just finishing everything off inside of my brother's lovely kitchen right now. And remember when I told you to save the coriander at the end? What we're gonna do is we're just gonna just break pieces off of that and just put it in the mixture. So nothing too formal. You don't have to chop it, just break them off. And so once you break them off, once you finish breaking them off, just go ahead and just continue mixing it with your hands. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put them on the skewers very shortly. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these on the skewer right now. There's no wrong or right way when you're putting them on the skewer. People have different ways of doing that. People have a preference. It just all depends on what you feel more comfortable with. One way of doing it is you can just take the actual meat, roll it together, just stretch it out, so you have like a kebab type base to it, just like that. I have a baking sheet here with some wax paper, so just line it up on the baking sheet. Once you do that, take your skewer and just poke it right through, just to save you some time. Another way of doing that is you can just put the meat directly on the skewer and just stretch it out that way. It might take you a little bit to do it, but then in time you'll get used to it. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put all these. I'm gonna put the meat on the skewer, then I'll just see you on the grill, and hopefully it won't be raining by then. See you then. So we're back outside. Fortunate enough, the rain stopped, and so we're continuing our barbecue outside now. Let's have a look at the kebabs that we're doing. Look at that. So what we did is, what you want to do, just want to cook them about 5 minutes on each side, just to give it a little more color to it, so you can actually move them around on the grill, because at the beginning they're very, very delicate. Just like so. Making kebabs doesn't take long at all. This takes about maybe 15-20 minutes, so you might just want to turn them over periodically, and then you're done. So what we're going to do is we're going to give these guys about another 10 minutes or so. After 10 minutes time, we're going to have ourselves a good barbecue, and then I'll see you then. Okay guys, it's been about 25 minutes right now. Let's have a look at the final product. Look at the char, look at the product, look at everything. Smell the aroma, it's very lovely. I have my cousin Jiva right here. He's going to give, I actually have a little bit of a sample piece for you, Jiva. So give it a little try here.
Hi everybody.
There you go.
Let's try it.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, this is delicious.
What we're going to do is we're going to feed the family right now. So then I'll see you then. So right now we're having a pre-session with the kebabs right now. I got my cousin Sordi, my cousin Jiva, and my brother Billy, who's actually the cameraman of Bobby D's BBQ Sensation. How you guys like the food? I mean, you guys just keep on eating. I guess that answers my question. You guys just keep stuffing your faces. I'll see you next time on Bobby D's BBQ Sensations. Nobody does it better.
Kamaal na karo ni aj natchu sara